Well, a Wednesday morning means a visit with the Venango Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Ash. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well today. How are you?
Great, thank you. What's new and exciting? You guys had a busy week last week.
Yeah, we had our golf outing, which went very well. It rained a lot that day, but we happened to get lucky and miss it. It stopped just when we were starting, and it started when we were ending.
Well, some jerk said that the weather was going to be great for that event.
Yeah.
And,
it's okay. I think a few teams got wet, but mostly everyone was in by the time it started raining again. So,
okay.
And it went very well.
But everybody had fun.
Yep, it was a good time.
All right. Now, we know Susan told us that she was going to sit back and just watch everybody work and play golf.
Yeah.
So that means you had to work.
No, the golf outing, once it's up and running, it's pretty relaxing. We do a little work to get people
well, she said she was making you do hot dogs.
Yeah, we have volunteers who help too.
Okay.
But really, once we get people registered, we sell 50/50 tickets, things like that. It's really, I sat there and read a book, and it was a nice day.
The book didn't get wet?
No.
Okay.
No, we were under a canopy.
Very nice. So everybody had a good time.
Yep.
And I'm sure everybody is planning ahead already, saying, okay, next year.
Yep, we sure hope so.
Good.
Yep, and then right now we're doing our monthly newsletters. We'll be sending out by the end of the week.
Wow.
It's about 20 pages full of news and new members and lots of exciting things going on.
How much time during the month does it take to actually, because that's a thick newsletter.
Yeah. We get a lot of emails from people with news, so it's not really us going out and getting a lot of it. A lot of it people bring to us, but between writing articles about new members and kind of gathering the info and formatting it nice, it takes a few days. We all work together. There's 4 of us in the office who take a part in it. I do the young professional section, and Dottie does a lot of the formatting, and our intern writes a lot of the articles. So it's a team effort, and it gets done.
Well, very nice.
Yeah.
So let's look at the two separate things. Let's look at the young professionals, the Flex group. Let's look at what's going on with the rest of the chamber. And let's start with the Flex folks. And what's going on with them over the next couple months?
Well, their next big event is actually during Oil Heritage Festival. It's the Bike and Brew, and that's new this year, so we're very excited about that. The biking part is free. It's during the day from about 10 to 5, and there's going to be a tent set up in Town Square in Oil City, and hopefully a few vendors with that. There'll be 3 education sessions during the day, so 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. These are about bike maintenance, trail education, navigating city streets, and we have a great volunteer who's an avid bike rider who's helping us with those.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so we have, I don't know if you've heard of Strava. It's an app for riding bikes, and we created 10 routes on that, so people can find the routes on their app and follow them, and we're actually having a contest with that. If they show us they complete the route, for each route they complete, they get entered to win a prize. So we're not exactly sure what the prize is going to be yet, but
it'll be a surprise.
Yep, it'll be a good prize. But so there's those 10 routes, and then we're working with 2 Mile Run County Park for a mountain bike ride too.
Oh, nice.
And so people can kind of do their own thing, come to our education sessions, and then come back for the bike or the brewing part of the Bike and Brew in the evening, which we have 11 breweries who have registered. I think about 4 have verbally confirmed. We're just waiting for the registration, and it'll be great sampling of lots of kinds of beer, entertainment. We have 3 different bands throughout the evening, and it'll be a really good time.
We've spoken to a lot of people who have said, boy, we're taking the time off during that week just to have fun or to take part in these events. But it's here. It's basically here.
Yeah.
A month away.
We're a little shocked, too. Yeah.
But you're ready for it, which is good.
Yeah, we've done it for enough years that...
Now, if folks go to the website, venangochamber.org,
yes.
There's a link that you can go to get festival information.
Yep.
The pamphlet looks really cool.
Yeah.
And those just came out?
They're at the printer. They're almost done.
Oh, they're almost...
Yep, this week they should be done.
Okay.
And then...
I'm getting a sneak peek online.
Yeah. The online one is available, so
okay.
you can print it off yourself if you'd like. But if people want a shortcut, it's also... We have oilheritagefestival.com, too.
Okay.
So they can get right to that same page by typing that.
Okay. Sounds like you have You've done quite a bit of homework on this, and it also sounds as if you folks don't get much chance to rest during the day. It's one project, one right after the other.
Yep.
But it looks like it's going to pay off, too.
Yep, we're very excited, and at the end of the day, we're happy with and proud of what we do.
And of course, when she says end of the day, she means at 11:30 at night.
We at least get a little. During Oil Heritage Festival, we're there pretty late, but the planning isn't too bad. There's a couple late nights, but goes well.
So this is really the events you guys are focusing on right now. But of course, there's other things happening in the background that you have to keep plugging away at. What are some of those things?
Well, I'm actually not fully familiar with all of our fall and winter events because I'm usually at school. So I'm excited to.
Oh, this is great for you, isn't it?
Yeah. I help plan some events, and I finally get to participate in them. But in August, we do have our steak fry, which is more of a relaxing event. You get to cook your own steak, and there's baked potatoes and other good food.
That's at the Boathouse, I think, right?
Yep, in Rockmere. And then Cranberry Festival in September, which is only a one-day event with some pre-festival events too. But we're already getting calls for that, so we're planning that already.
That's also one of those fun events. I mean, a lot of work goes into the one day, but it's well worth it.
It's a relaxing day and good food, good activities. It's fun.
I'm sure you guys get to the Cranberry Festival and think, oh my gosh, it was just Oil Heritage Festival.
Yeah, we're a little festivaled out by that, but we can get through it. And I've actually been able to come home and help with the Cranberry Festival each year, so I'm familiar with that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be interesting for you to be part of the planning process, and then you go away and not see the results of that. So, as you say, you must be pretty excited to.
Yep. Like the annual dinner, I went to one year as just a guest after I was Oil Heritage Festival Queen in the 11th grade. So I got to go to the annual dinner. But besides that, I haven't been part of the planning or attended it as a worker. So I'm excited for that.
But now you get to put your stamp on it. That's cool.
Yep.
Now, you came home for the holidays, right? Did you
Yes.
take part in any of those types of events, or did you miss most of those?
I mainly worked in January. I usually took most of December off. We do have a mixer at the chamber. It's open house with just good food to invite everyone to enjoy the company and get ready for the holidays. And then January for a couple weeks out.
Well, that'll be a fun time for you.
Yep.
I tell you what, the window display looks amazing.
Oh yeah, that all credit goes to Dottie.
Well, let's not. She's not here, so let's give you the credit for that.
Right. I haven't helped with any of those because usually I'm gone whenever she does those. So, but they're always very nice.
I pass that every morning on my way to work too. It's always very nice.
Are the kites still up, or have those been?
They're up. We'll be changing it for Oil Heritage soon. But
have you noticed an increase in traffic since the bridge has been down?
No.
No.
And also the businesses to the right of us, they're renovating or tearing those buildings down.
Oh,
soon.
really?
So Oil City Chemical has moved to near Seneca Street, and so they aren't there anymore. So we've actually seen a little bit of lack of business.
Oh, wow.
Or lack of foot traffic.
Yeah. So, is it just going to be open space then?
We're not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't heard the details yet, but we will see.
All right.
Yeah.
It could just be you guys right there.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be telling you about it once it happens.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can have special parking right there.
Yeah, it would be nice to have your own parking lot.
Yeah,
for
there is
right?
a lot of people complain about parking, but we do have a lot of parking already over there. People just don't realize it's just a short walk.
Yeah. 20 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. This is the Morning Drill on Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. So as you get, I guess within a month now of Oil Heritage Festival, it takes a lot of folks to put on an event like this. You have your board members who are involved, but you also get help from volunteers.
Yep.
What's that like, working with those volunteers and trying to coordinate? Well, I know you have so much time and you have so much time, and is that a challenge?
Yeah, definitely a challenge, but we're very thankful for all of their help. It's just hard because we have people who do help a lot, but they're not in the office for the everyday operation, so it's hard to communicate and let everyone know what's going on. But it's difficult, but we appreciate those volunteers, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Is it too late to volunteer? I mean, if
No, definitely
Okay.
not. We're accepting volunteers for any part of the festival, especially young professionals. We have an ice cream social. We have the bike and brew, which I talked about, and then even just in the park, if they want to sell basket raffle tickets or stand at the gate to collect the dollar or anything they want to help
In that
with.
regard, it's probably never too late to volunteer.
No, they can come the day of and not let us know. We'll find something for them to do.
You know, Mark, you're just pretty much down the street from all the events.
Yes.
I'm sure it's nice to hear that sort of noise coming downtown every year.
It really is, and on other occasions as well. Whenever there's activity down in the Justice Park area, I can hear it up at my house just a few blocks away. It's nice to be able to walk to some of those things without, it's nice to be able to participate in a festival event without having to drive someplace and actually, look for a parking place. And for those few days, Oil City really just does come alive. It's so nice to be involved in all of that. I mean, with the vendors and such that come out for the different events and what have you. It's
Well,
nice
I like
to
how
see
all the businesses downtown take pride.
They do.
They clean up their storefronts, or they fix things. I mean, it's fantastic to see.
And we try to do as much as we can to help the businesses and work with them. For our Bike and Brew, we've been speaking with some bars downtown to get them to work with breweries who will be at our event so they can
nice.
feature some of their beers on tap.
Wow.
And especially with the Pride, I enjoy meeting a lot of people who come back for the festival who have moved away, and it's unfortunate that they don't live in our area anymore, but they come back because they appreciate their hometown, and it's nice to meet those people and hear those stories and see their pride.
How many of those home, real estate books get taken during those couple of days of Oil Heritage Festival?
One can only guess.
Yeah.
I would hope a lot.
Yeah.
I would hope that people come back and say, boy, you know what? I missed this.
Yep, and with we talked briefly a couple weeks ago about the initiative I'm working on to kind of get people's attitudes changed a little bit about the area. So especially at the festival, I'll be trying to find people who have moved out of the area and talk to them about why there is potential for them to live here and be successful. So it's a good opportunity for that.
Do you think it's possible to get a group of people together and say, hey, how do we market ourselves to especially those folks who are working in the tech industry or something where they rely on technology, that they could do maybe in Oil City instead of living in Michigan or
We've
wherever.
actually talked a lot about that, about especially the technology field, about how people can work remotely from anywhere, and we really need to promote our area as a nice place to live. And if you can work from anywhere, why not work from Oil City?
Right. And I think more companies are open to letting their employees do that, right? As long as they're getting the work done.
Yeah, and not just Oil City, but Venango County. My initiative is for Cranberry, Franklin, all the surrounding areas. So.
That includes a lot of career fields. I mean, writers and accountants, people who are transcriptionists, anyone that has a lot of so-called paperwork to do. These are all things that can be done remotely.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get some entrepreneurs to kind of open up some businesses and help our town build a little more.
So if somebody comes in next month and they're saying, boy, I really miss the area, I'd love to bring my family back, but who answers that but? Is that going to be you?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it one of those things where you say, what is it that you need?
Yeah.
And then we can see what we have.
We're actually, tomorrow, I'm sending out a survey to all our members and hopefully to beyond our members, just with some questions about, we're targeting both people who have left and people who live here, just why they lived here or why they left and what they like about our area. And we're really trying to target the main concerns and the main either restrictions of why people don't want to live here or kind of promote what is great about our area. So we're creating a website from that, and that'll have all the information. So if people call us and they say, well, I want to move back, and have questions, we can refer them to the website where we'll have information about really what they can do here, job opportunities, education, everything that we can provide them.
It's always been interesting for me to talk with people who are transplants or have moved back to the area after a year. I myself am one. I moved back to the area in 2004, and the question I always got for about a year or so was, you moved here because?
Yeah.
What brought you here?
Yeah.
And a lot of things brought me here, but it's interesting.
Believe me, we ask them that all the time.
And it's like, why am I here? But it's interesting to talk with folks, especially some of the ones that I've gotten to talk to who are newsmakers, people who had the choice to come here or go somewhere else, literally come to a fork in the road, literally. If they went right, they went to Oil City. If they went left, they went someplace else.
Yeah.
Or people who have have retired and could go anywhere they wanted, but they've chosen to come back here. So it's interesting to talk to those folks and see what's the potential that they see, what's the very real things that they can reach out and wrap their arms around that bring them back.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about how when people come back, especially young people who graduate college, and people say, well, when are you going to start your life? Where are you going to start your life? And we really want people to instead be welcoming and say, well, we're glad you're here. How can we help you be successful instead? So that's where we want to get to, hopefully change some attitudes.
And again, I think we asked you this before, but at what point did you say, I want to live here? I want to be back?
The chamber definitely helped, being involved with the community.
Was that like your last year of school, or after you graduated? Did you think that, or
probably about junior year?
Really?
Yeah, maybe sophomore year. I worked since the summer after freshman year, and there I was just kind of getting introduced to the area, doing some small things, intern things, and now I slowly became more involved with what the chamber does and helping the community. And I don't know exactly when it happened, but gradually I was like, I think I could.
I mean, did you catch yourself going, well, I can't believe I'm saying that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Because I was always, a lot of people, teachers, guidance counselors, you grow up and they tell you, oh, where are you going to live your life? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? And I always had the mindset that you have to go to a big city or you have to move to a different area. And I couldn't believe that I said it, but I wanted to come home.
That's a common theme, and maybe that needs to be addressed, Mark, within the schools, is, guidance counselors and other folks like guidance counselors getting that information. So when they're talking to somebody, it's not, oh, you're so talented, you need to get out of here.
Yeah.
But, boy, you're so talented, you could go someplace else.
I think it has a lot to do with perhaps getting students involved in something in the community while they're still in high school.
Yes.
If there's a chance to be a high school intern at a place like the chamber or a radio station or a newspaper or something like that, where the student actually gets to see hands-on what makes the community tick.
Yes, definitely.
I had a similar experience right after I graduated from college when I worked in Clarion many moons ago, and decided at about the same age you are now, this is where I wanted to be, and I went away for probably 30 years before I came back. But it's getting involved in the community, getting to know the people,
yes.
And seeing that there's people out there doing good things that makes you want to be a part of that.
Yes, definitely. And we actually, part of our plan is to hopefully work with some of the schools and speak with some of the teachers and guidance counselors and get them to relay that message. So
that's great.
We're hoping to do that.
Well, it sounds like you have your hands full with a lot of things.
Yep.
Of course, if you want to change the world, it's little by little.
Yep.
But it sounds like you're on the right
Small
track.
steps.
Yeah. Well, we love having you in. Give Susan and everyone our best at the chamber. Of course, you guys join us each and every Wednesday morning, so we love having you guys in.
We love being here.
All right. Again, Oil Heritage Festival coming up, less than a month now. Less than a month. Wow, very soon.
Yep, July 21st through 24th.
And if anybody has any questions or needs more information, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, our website has a lot of information. It's www.oilheritagefestival.com, or you can give us a call at 814-676-8521.
All right. Ashley, good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank
All
you.
right. Final look at news coming up next.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.